Fore.
Chewy Lewis.
Fore. Remember Fore?
I'm in for that, and it's Dad's birthday, and he would have loved that album. So.
Yeah, what's on Fore? Power of Love?
Nothing. That's what makes it fun to talk about.
Yeah. All right, Huey Lewis. There
What is this?
I think he's got the right idea.
Why is this?
Oh, the golf album?
Yeah. I think Huey
You
Lewis
like
was a
Huey
good idea.
Lewis in the news?
I got you. I got you, puppy. You can't go anywhere. I'm on you
I
now.
like Huey Lewis in the news. Weather.
Oh, Jacob's Ladder. Classic song.
You like films about gladiators?
Billy.
Welcome to Talking Over Albums number 72.
Four, I guess.
Special edition.
Huey Lewis, I guess.
Huey Lewis.
We're doing
Which album?
Huey Lewis in the news. Four.
Four. You have to say it as four. Four.
Four.
As if you sliced your drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Special mention to...
Oh, is it F-O-U-R or F-O-R-E?
This is a special edition of Talking Over Albums.
With an exclamation?
We're here at the Kinnear Lounge with Brett, Jason, and Chris, and special guests, Brian and Ben, the Willises of the California Willises.
Oh, yeah, I remember that song. Hit to be square.
And today is our father's birthday,
Hit to be square.
and he loves Huey Lewis in the news, so we're going to trash this album. We're going to talk over this album. Do we have the filler bell? We need to designate a filler
And
bell.
Vapo Rub. Everyone take a huff.
Oh, yeah,
You
you
have to explain the rules.
Yeah. Okay, so over 72 episodes, we've come up with some weird traditions.
With the vapor rub.
Yes.
You want that?
Every now and then you have to huff some Vapo.
What? Why? What happened?
It just makes you happy.
Because it fixes everything. Have you ever used vapor rub?
It gives you
Yeah, it was like 4
gives you podcasting powers.
on
Yes.
Catherine Street.
There's also a whole scented area over there if you need another smell. The Glade is on the second shelf
remember it.
over
He
there.
is completely not believing you.
Fixes what ails you.
Get in there!
Rub some Vapo
There's no
on it.
lid.
Oh, we have the lid here.
If you get hit by a
Put it by Brett. He has to hit it numerous
bad
times.
slice,
It changes
on
it changes your sense of taste too.
Yes. Okay, the second tradition that you need to know about is the filler bell.
And don't talk about Anita Franco.
Well, that's one of the rules.
He just cuts her out all the time. She starts going on a 15-minute soliloquy about.
Well, I only get 5 seconds into my 15 minutes.
So Honey DeFranco, ding, 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 ding.
When a song is going on far too long,
You gonna let
them gets the introduce filler bell.
themselves?
you still have to listen to the whole song, but we get to ring the filler bell. So what's the filler bell today? Is it this?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound very good.
That was very loud.
This is an audio format. They need to introduce themselves.
I said it was Brian and Ben. All right,
Well, they can talk.
speak.
Say your name and your occupation and your sign.
Whatever. You
Libra.
can make stuff up. It
And
doesn't
what
matter.
delights you?
Oh, what delights me.
Yeah.
Delight.
Mm.
What's your delight?
My
Like
name,
15 minutes I get alone.
Sounds like
in the
asking
bathroom.
what their favorite ice cream is.
Benjamin Russell Willis Esquire.
I'll edit out the middle name. So that people can't. Our fan can't look you up.
Are you named after Nipsey Russell?
Our fan.
Our fan.
No, it's the
I'm gonna
Taft
get a
Russells.
stalker? That might be kind
Ah. The ones
The
that make
Taft
basketballs?
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, that's Wilson. Wilson.
From Southern
Wilson.
California. Out on vacation. Having a few drinks. Hello.
Enjoying the Rona and the heat.
Yeah. Went to a gravesite today and chilled in the
Oh wait, have
ulchy heat.
you been here before? Because I know I've.
He's lived here
You
before.
and your family.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
No, I mean, have I met you?
No.
No.
No, okay.
Oh, he
So I
hasn't
remember,
been here.
I remember you were here once with your family.
Yeah.
2016.
For some party, I think.
It's possible.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No, and before that for a party. Yeah, probably when Mom graduated.
I just noticed it because I feel like I know you. For
You're
some
him.
reason.
Me?
Both of you. Yeah. Just
We talk about you all
Gotcha.
the time.
Yeah.
It's
So,
true. Yeah.
you're quite popular
Next.
here.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate Malted Crunch.
Okay.
Oh.
Xerxes ice
I
cream.
like how specific that is. It's very good.
Yeah.
Said favorite. First thing came to mind.
Okay.
Next.
I'm Brian Michael Willis. I'm out here on vacation.
What's your convict number?
Excited to be here.
Make it sound more like we kidnapped you.
And I'm here against my free will. I came to pick up my favorite book, I Hate You, Don't Leave Me. Understanding the Borderline Personality.
Hey, that's useful.
Which includes a flight ticket from Santa Barbara to Dallas-Fort Worth 2 years ago.
Well, maybe there'll be some information in that will relate to Huey Lewis. Or Carole King.
I Hate You, Don't Leave Me, Huey Lewis. Wow, that's a whole different book.
Visiting my sister and my brother-in-law and their kid Justin, drinking beverages, getting away from my own family, and celebrating my dad's 74th birthday by driving to Waynesville, Lincoln, and back. I love to organize my garage.
Too much information. Next.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
All right.
Okay.
Huey Lewis. He's a person.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
So Huey Lewis.
That is actually the custard that he got today.
Not that spicy vanilla bean flavor, just vanilla.
Just vanilla.
So,
See, it's not going to get any better without the ties, right?
So Huey Lewis is that guy
Here.
from Back to the Future. Did some songs.
Power of love.
Huey Lewis?
And
Did he play baseball or something? Does anybody know?
He doesn't.
He was like a
Maybe
minor league
he's a
baseball
golfer.
player for a minute.
You get to
I
see
don't
his
know.
junk.
Maybe
and
they made that
shortcuts.
up and I heard it.
I like a band that has two. It's that dedicated to athleticism. They, title
Exactly.
2 of their albums. Was it ironic? I don't know. Is he a great athlete? Maybe secretly. That'd be cool.
That would be fun.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they continued the analogy, as I recall, on their latest album that just came out before the Rona,
Well, let's see.
the vid.
Let's see how many Huey Lewis albums have sports. Well, there's Picture This, nope. Small World, nope. Hard at Play, kind of.
Okay.
And the rest, no. There's one called Plan B.
Different sport.
Plan B, you say.
You guys looking at porn while we're podcasting?
God, stop looking at boobs.
His actual last name is
I'm going to call you a wife.
Craig.
His actual last name is what?
Craig.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone in 80s pop that I'm more indifferent on than Huey Lewis. He's just...
Craig the Third.
He exists somewhere in the middle between Hall and Oates.
I feel like he absolutely was the shit for like 1 year for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. One more rule we have to warn you about. At the end of this, there's a rating.
A
You
reading?
have to come up with your own scale and rate the
He's
album.
not dead, is
It's
he?
very
He's only
important.
70. Like a seance?
No, you rate the album.
No, like when you say
68 out of 74 sneezes.
no, Ben, like when you stay at a hotel
4
and
out
they
of
ask
5
you,
sneezes.
"Hey, how was our shitter?"
Yeah.
And you
5
say
out of
something
5.
to the
What's
effect
Jacob's
of,
Ladder?
All right, focus up, people.
and you say something to the effect of, "It's a Jacob's Ladder."
So if they were still playing, would they fill a bar?
Who?
I think they would fill
Concert
the Peoria
Oh,
Civic Center.
sure.
They play a fair. They play fairs.
ZZ Top
They
sold out the Peoria
Packed
Civic Center.
Milwaukee
The
when
what?
we were going up there.
Peoria, the Civic Center there.
Which is what?
I don't know how many people are in there.
1,000?
I've never been to it. I don't know.
I think it's more than that.
Remember, we missed them by a week in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They filled that whole stadium on the riverfront or the
Huey
lakefront.
Lewis.
Yeah.
I think the test is if you go up and ask any random person, you're like, Huey Lewis in the news, and they're gonna be like, if they can name anything,
Shout?
then they can sell out like a medium-sized venue probably.
Yeah.
Just
Well, like,
some
okay,
sort
so the castle holds about 850 people. Peoria Civic Center's got to be twice that. Right?
I have no idea. I have not been.
Would you go see
I don't go to the only show I've seen
I
in
think they
Peoria
played the
was
Ventura Fair. I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
we've seen them, but
the one we saw.
Depending on
Yeah.
who's there.
Okay.
It's right around
Somewhere
10,000
would you
in
go?
that
If
stadium.
they were
Oh,
free.
step by step. This is Jason's Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, this
Hey.
sounds like a theme song to a
Or ticket.
non-existent show.
I'd go see them for free.
ZZ Top was practically free. It was
Theme
like
song
30 bucks
to a
a piece.
I mean, if they play at
show
the
that
fair and
doesn't
you get to go
exist.
into the fair, they played the Ventura County Fair.
I'm
Oh, see,
watching
when you play at the
Jacob's
fair
Ladder.
here, you have to pay to get into the place where they're playing.
I'd pay $9.99, and if I wouldn't pay for gas though.
Or
Someone have to
parking.
take me
None of
there.
this $5 for parking bull.
If I'm there, the gas is free.
$9 beers.
He probably gets a percentage of that, so.
Yeah, this sounds like a TV show like intro song.
Sounds like a...
Sounds like a montage type.
Oh
feel
yeah, definitely.
in a movie.
Can we turn it up?
I was just thinking of a...
Is that illegal?
Yes. No, because the listeners can't hear what we are hearing.
The one listener, Joe?
Yeah.
Nancy
Joe,
too.
can you hear it?
Who
We have no
sponsors
sponsor.
No.
Well, we should have VapoRub as a sponsor, but we do not.
Bye,
This is
step.
having Vicks.
That's why this song sounds familiar.
Walmart.
It's the theme song to that Full
Just check
House.
it's loud.
No, it's the theme song to Step by Step, Day by Day. The Patrick.
That's not the same song show?
that Patrick Duffy TGIF show.
Okay, so
Step
that
by-
just wasn't one show
Suzanne
on
Summers.
Friday for 2 hours
Yeah,
called Full
that's-
House.
Step
Okay,
by step, Suzanne
Dallas?
Summers.
it's good to know
Dallas?
these things.
Quality
Dallas.
program.
Patrick Duffy.
Oh.
Here next is
Suzanne
It was.
the Thigh Master, right? That's
Oh.
what you're talking about.
so
Suzanne,
Suzanne
Summers.
Summers.
another quality Huey Lewis hit, Stuck With You.
Patrick
Oh,
Duffy.
that's quality. Yes.
Oh
She was way older than you thought, Suzanne Summers.
She
yeah.
still
Like,
is.
when you consider, like, when she was on that
Stuck with You.
that show. Oh, what the hell was that?
Three's Company.
Three's Company. There you go.
Oh,
I don't know the name of anything. You're gonna find that out real fast.
I just thought of a really good versus episode. We can do Huey Lewis versus Fleetwood Mac. Like, who had the better waiting room songs? Like Dentist
beautiful.
Office and... God, I hate Huey Lewis.
Now they just listen to country music all the time.
This is the video on the beach.
It's really weird sitting in your
Yes.
dentist chair and then you're hearing.
Yeah, and they sort of make it about something else in the video, don't they?
beer.
It just seems like it's a faster song.
Sorry, listener. What can we do for you today, John? Nancy, you're out of the picture. We would have done anything for you.
Happy to make
Back,
something
Nancy.
new. I think when we're listening to Huey Lewis, I think I just thought of the
Something
theme.
go,
Everybody tell what your favorite cheese is.
Yeah.
Well, Huey Lewis is my favorite cheese.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
burn.
See, I was gonna say goat cheese.
Oh, goat cheese is good.
Watch, she'll do this with every cheese I say. What about cheddar cheese, though?
It's not as good as goat cheese.
What about Parmesan?
In the right circumstances, it can be better than both of those things.
What about Romano? That's a sharp one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you lean more towards the Swiss or the Mott?
Who makes the choice like that?
Just wondering. They're two in America, they're white cheeses. Everywhere else in the world, all cheese is
They're
white.
useful
because it
for
comes from a
different
goddamn
things.
cow.
I mean, mozzarella you could just
Queso.
eat by itself.
Like when you go to Subway, what's
Swiss,
the
you gotta
what's the
throw it
white? They just have like a placeholder that's supposed to be cheese, and you're like, I guess just give me the white thing. Like,
Oh,
The
yeah.
thing that they had when they first started, where it was just some
Provolone.
kind of
Supposedly provolone.
gelatinous mass that you put on your sandwich.
White American cheese. God,
It's all technically edible.
Yeah.
technically.
They did something to legally call it cheese. I think it was just thickened milk.
I've had cottage cheese that tastes better than any Subway sandwich I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, once in a while it's good, which is weird. Like, I don't know, the stars will align, you'll get a good Subway sandwich.
Do you guys still have
I always know we're
Subways?
listening to a really good album when all we talk about is
Because they're
food.
like falling off here. They're like, there's half as many as there were. I liked Blimpie. I was always a Blimpie fan.
Yeah.
There's still one in,
Blimpie.
I don't know, on one of the interstates going out of here.
Blimple.
There's still one.
You like
It's a
Blimpie?
good sandwich. Remember
Blimpie was good. They always made better bread, I thought. Their bread was just good.
Anyway, back to Huey Lewis. I always thought of him as like for people who thought that Elvis Costello was too artsy and edgy. Huey Lewis was like the beginner's
watered-down
guide
version?
to Elvis Costello.
Mm-hmm.
Quiznos.
Quiznos. That was good. Good stuff.
He's the
Those are gone?
That was good.
Quiznos gone?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm sorry. I knew
The-
there was something else I had to say about sandwiches.
And Schlotsky's is gone too.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elvis Costello.
This is
Tell me
boring.
more about Elvis Costello. It was snappy.
I don't know. I only brought it up because
I don't see the heads
in the
in the
movie
sand.
American Psycho,
No, like I said, that was
like he's often been compared. Like Huey Lewis has often been compared to Elvis Costello because of his sharp wit and something. I don't know. Sabrina,
I'm glad you don't actually have that memorized.
don't just stare at it, eat it.
That was a good book.
Oh, what's this one?
Whole lot of lovin'.
Whole lot of lovin'.
Some barbershop quartet bullshit.
Well, yeah, the second song was more of like a 50s bebop kind of thing. Now
Should've
we got
done
a
Van
barbershop
Halen.
quartet.
The guy that wrote American Psycho, I don't think he writes anymore. I think he made so much goddamn money off of those
What song is that?
movie deals
This is-
that he just said, I don't have to write this shit
I
anymore.
also
I forgot
heard.
his name. What's his name?
Bret Easton Ellis.
I also heard he's a sex pervert, allegedly.
How could that
Bret Easton
possibly
Ellis?
be?
The way he writes, that seems very believable.
I just assume that he is. Ooh, this is peppy.
Depending on who you're asking,
I think we're on.
everybody's a pervert to
I feel like I
somebody.
should have heard this whole album at least once before, but this song is very unfamiliar.
I think we're on track for this to be the widest album we've done. I
Sounds
mean,
like a
Poison.
50s doo-wop.
Poison is the threshold. Carole King and Poison are like very.
White Snake.
Oh man, yeah. Is Carole King more white than Poison?
But at least she attempts like R&B sounding stuff. So
ZZ Top is pretty.
yeah,
Bon
but when you
Jovi.
rock,
But they're-
you get a pass.
They're ripping off people of color.
Yeah. So at least when you rock, you kind of get a pass for being.
This sounds like
super
the
white
kind of
50s
rocking
doo-wop.
out that my dad would want to do. You know, it's like,
It's a whole lot of
oh,
loving around.
let's not get too excited now. Just about this much.
A little bit.
Any more than
Not
this,
too
and you're
much.
going to be a little in your pants scared.
Skirt should only
Oh,
be
wait.
just
This is a
barely
little bit
visible.
ethnic, isn't it?
This is a great example of why our dad liked Huey Lewis in the News so much.
Why?
It's all harmony, and he gets to sing the high notes.
Harmonica.
Well, then we should
That's
have
his whole
done Billy Joel.
I don't remember being much of a fan of Billy
Longest
Joel.
time.
Dad?
Yeah.
God, I hate that album.
I mean, he's not a huge
All
music
the
guy,
Billy
but I know he
Joel,
loved Huey Lewis in the
Doo-wop
News.
album. My mom. Ugh.
I do like the harmonica though.
And Daryl Hall and John Oates, he was all over that. Because again, he gets to sing the high notes.
Yeah, I don't think he collected Huey Lewis albums though, did he? He just
Sports,
puts others on the
It
radio.
was
Yeah, like
he
I
wouldn't
mean,
go
he's
shop
not.
for an album.
No, like he wouldn't have any kind of collection of anything.
Man, when you listen to this quiet enough, it could be anything.
It's the elevator.
Like it's a beautiful
I
elevator.
think the dentist
white
analogy
noise.
you had earlier is spot on with this.
Yeah,
That's
where,
what
where it's like in the distance and you're just kind of like,
It's just
Yeah.
interesting enough to distract you from the fact that they're drilling on your teeth.
tap your foot too.
I just it's just the last time I was at
You
the
could
dentist.
focus
They were
in on
playing
that.
a country station or something, and it was very like every song was like, and then I drank a bottle of whiskey, and I'm like, are we like? Is that
Yeah,
like dentists want you to
How's
drink more
Dr.
booze?
North doing these days?
because you don't want to distract the dentist, and you don't want like a sudden jump or something artistic.
Well, she was.
where it's like, "Ah!"
Our dentist is a woman, and she's pregnant, and she might be pining for some booze. Because I hear when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to drink.
Yeah.
All right, here comes doing it all for my
Nothing.
baby.
Ooh, another snappy one. This is not a church
Ooh,
clap
beer
kind of
is
a
just-
song.
A trumpet?
It's really more of a snappy.
God, it's so benign.
You're welcome.
This is paired really well with Stuck on You.
He's still in bed. And gives me some head.
that would work.
He's not married.
Because when you've been married for 23 years, that is exactly how it works.
Things that are never gonna happen.
Morning head. Ew.
Are you kidding? You stink.
Yes, you should definitely edit that out.
Smells like teen spirit.
You smell like Teen Spirit. Oof.
Ziggy's dreaming of
I'm just like when
doggy
I wake up
blowjobs.
to somebody shoving a pillow up my ass. I'm just like, what? Your farts stink.
Hitting a little close to home, man.
Huey Lewis
She's shoving up my ass.
Getting me right here.
would do anything for love, and he would do that.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh. Fire truck just went by.
Here comes a sneeze. Ooh.
Eventually. Wow, this is a really early onset.
I actually don't even know the words to this. It's just kind of flows. I do my best to give you.
Oh God, he's got the Rona.
Corona! The virus!
Got it.
Well, it can't be dust. Chris and I have been cleaning this house for like weeks.
This is as good as it gets.
Like, I always do that bad habit.
We're also very slow at cleaning.
Like, I had to force myself to stop doing because my mom would always, like, completely suppress her sneezes. She'd just do, like,
Ooh, we're breaking it down.
and I'm like, that's going to give you a brain
You ever done
aneurysm or
karaoke?
something.
Bowl
Brenton,
for
when he
8
sneezes,
measures.
he swears he's not
Ears
holding it
gonna
back.
pop.
He sounds like this. He goes, Achoo! Brenton.
That's a fake.
No.
Fake,
You know who? Brenton.
fake sneeze.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and he makes fun of you if you... He's like, why do you say achoo when you sneeze? I don't know. I'm sneezing. I'm not really thinking about it.
Yeah, I think doing sneeze suppression is a bad idea. You're probably something in your brain's gonna pop. Wow, this is boring as.
Doing it all for my baby. And
Hooray!
then I fell
Here's
Okay,
asleep.
look up interesting facts about this album.
All right.
Go.
I got the lyrics.
Here's hip to the
Okay,
square.
tell it. What the hell is he saying?
You like Huey Lewis
There
in the
we go.
news?
Are you
Oh,
drab?
this is the rockin' out one.
Are you the human
This might
embodiment
even
of
be a clap
olive
instead of a
drab?
snap.
Oh, you got up. I take
Oh wait, you can totally sing step by step to this. Step by step.
Hey, it had to be able to be done on a Casio.
Wait, now
Was
we can.
this one in a Back to the Future movie?
No.
No,
Okay.
American Psycho.
Ah.
But now we can do. Now we can end the podcast because we've
Come lay down
done
over here.
we've done both the American
Here.
Psycho albums,
Lay down on your blanket.
Invisible Touch, and this. So
Come here. Come lay down over here.
well, sports. We have to do sports
You're a good boy.
TV.
because he has a whole tirade about sports.
Every day and watching what I
Good
eat.
boy.
What
No,
I eat.
they don't. They're no. Lay down over here. No.
For some reason, my brain is trying to pair this with Men at Work. Like, this is the dull, uninteresting version of Men at Work. But I'm not sure why I'm making that connection. Because one was Australian, using like a lot of kind of white reggae beats. But I think this is what would happen if you stripped Men at Work of like all of the stuff that makes it interesting.
Musical talent.
Is anyone surprised at how many songs we've heard so far that you've heard on the radio though?
It's
Like,
really only been one that I
I
haven't.
knew this album existed. Did not have any idea that anything got played on the radio off of this. I thought I was
Stuck
being
with you.
funny.
Doing It For My Baby and Hip to Be Square. 3 songs I've ever
Out of
heard on the
4,
radio.
5.
Nope.
This is number 5 on the album out of 10.
Like, I'm not gonna dump on this too much because like
Hold on, 11. I was not familiar.
I think he
Oh,
understands
11.
song composition, like pop song composition. Like, this isn't abysmal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Oh,
get
never heard
angry
that.
And that
listening
one
to
was
this.
familiar.
It's just like, it's so
Not
benign.
familiar to me.
Like, there's no risk taking whatsoever.
No.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the album they had to produce for the record company or something.
Is it weird that I often forget the word benign when I'm trying to describe something that's so benign?
Plus it's
Benigni?
Just so 1990.
benign.
Benigni?
Holy crap! This is 1990.
Isn't it? This has got to be early.
Can't be.
A square?
Yeah,
6.
No, this has
There's
to
no
be,
way it's
like,
that late.
It's, it's like 85.
1986, Capitol Records.
86.
Another 86.
Filler bell.
1986.
August of 86.
1986 was the most apparently benign year of music.
No,
Yeah,
there was some
it-
great stuff in 1986. George Mathis. George. What? We're gonna edit that out.
Well, he had the really good
George Michael's
Sophisticados.
Faith Album, which
Released
is,
in
as we've all
1986,
agreed,
the
the
B-side of
perfect
this
album,
single was
in 1986.
Some of My Lies Are True.
Oh.
John
See, I
Miller's
told
rock.
you no.
He's gonna go behind. He'll be
Beats per
fine.
minute is
All right, go ahead.
148.
Mommy said you could.
People
He'll
also
end up right
searched how
here.
to kill
They're your
themselves.
brothers. If you want to annoy them, go for it.
He knows where he's going. He's going right here to his pillow.
All right. I'm getting
Kind of
shocked
Huey
by the
Lewis
I'm
out
sorry, you're
now.
gonna have to edit
I've
that
never
out.
spent so much
We
time
got
thinking
5 more
about Huey
songs.
Lewis.
Welcome to the podcast.
Don't worry, we got 5 more songs. It's halfway done.
Told you
God.
you wanted a beer.
This is the longest
All right,
song.
my
by
drink is
far in
empty.
this
I'm gonna
album,
go
at
right
8 minutes
now.
and 52 seconds.
Yeah. Not that this.
I'll be right back.
Not that we advocate alcoholism on this podcast, but it's kind of the only way to get through
Guess
some
we're
of these
stuck with
albums.
this.
Pro alcohol is all. It's not alcohol, is it?
We have learned
alcohol.
We've sort of learned that there's
I know what I
a
like.
style of putting an album together, and as soon as CDs came out, everybody just started putting their best songs first.
Yeah.
And so, like, as you listen to the CD, it gets more and more boring.
But
Where back in the day, it used to have a big...
This was their single hit off this album. It was right in the middle, number 5 out of 10.
This?
Hip to
Oh,
be
Hip to Be
square.
Square.
But they didn't sandwich them all at the beginning. That drives me insane. Like, here's just the 3 singles. Here's the rest of the shit.
I could totally listen to this while I'm cleaning the house.
Everyone hold your breath. And action.
What's this one? I've heard this one too.
Seamless. Good job. Well, the problem is all Huey Lewis songs vaguely sound the same as every other.
Oh, right. This...
Yeah.
But like another thing with this is we tend to listen to this at small, like low volume, so we can hear ourselves. But then we kind of have to factor in like, okay, how would it sound live? Like sometimes, like with the Poison or Bon Jovi, like I'm bored to tears, but still you have to factor in like, you know, how would this sound live?
Or loud. I don't think I've listened to entire on 2.
Yeah.
If I'm listening to an album, it's on 8 or 9 or 10 because it's my favorite.
Yeah, louder.
I chose it, but when I'm listening to something I didn't choose, and I'm listening to it on 1.5,
When you're being held captive.
it's time to go get a beer.
It's also.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We broke him. We broke him.
It didn't really take much to break him, did it?
Aye, Captain.
He would never survive Tapestry.
I'm gonna skip the rest of this.
You would have never survived Tapestry.
It's my threshold for people now.
Yeah, we're like war veterans. We've
Yeah.
suffered through Tapestry.
You don't know man.
Yeah,
Right.
it just seems like the
See, I knew he
the
was just
track
going for his
listing
little
is
spot.
completely
He knew he had a
changed.
spot.
Like right here is
I mean, you
the
can't lean
perfect
back.
example of it. It's just like all the songs that you've heard, and now we're starting to fade into songs that you never heard.
Oh wait,
For a reason.
Was there anyone of note in the news?
Besides Huey? I don't know any of the other other
Mike
singers
Royko?
or-
Because at least with the E Street Band,
you know Clarence,
I know
you know Max,
the Van Zant guy and
Courtney
you know
Cox.
the wife.
the dead drummer.
You know
and
Courtney
that,
Cox.
that his ex-wives are always in the band. So at least I can name that. But,
But
like,
he's been with this ex-wife for a really long time.
was the news important? Were they really that much of an ensemble? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he was on a tour or anything, but like,
Man, I hate
They
Was
that.
it
seem
just a
very friendly.
was it like a
to each other.
revolving door
I
or an
hate
actual
that I know
functioning
the answer
band?
to this, but I saw an interview of Huey Lewis and the news,
Woo!
and they are all important in their own special ways. Huey
So one's
Lewis
writing
was
music.
the singer,
Mhm.
and then the guy that also, I believe the guy that plays lead guitar also writes a lot of the lyrics. But it's all they're like a collaborative. What's going to be more fun live? Like you were
Interesting.
saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is all thought about how it's going to sound live.
But this song is totally filler.
Oh
I
no!
like.
I have a better.
There it is.
There it is.
The better comparison is to
Ring that bell.
even better than
It's over though. You gotta go back.
Elvis Costello or whoever or Men at Work. I think the best would be like Bruce Hornsby. Because like there's another good direct comparison.
Who
Like,
is in the range?
I think it's just revolving. I mean, there was a range at one point, and then he dropped the range. But like, but he
That
does.
must be lonely.
So he does a similar thing, but he knows how to like.
How apropos
He-
this song is called "I Never Walk
Walk
Alone."
Alone. I'm just saying, like Hornsby knew how to like paint like a heartfelt picture. If here's a landscape, Huey Lewis is just in a shopping mall. But I don't know, they're kind of in the same ballpark.
This made me think of
I for
something.
sure haven't ever heard this song.
Guys, have any of you
Yes.
been such a fan of something? Brett, you're not going to count, because I already know the answer to this. But when you're a fan of something, when I was a kid, I always assumed that meant you liked every single thing that they did.
That you had to like it?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
like otherwise you're
yeah,
not a
like it was a
fan.
rule or
Otherwise
something.
you weren't
Like
a fan
I'd say,
anymore.
well, I like a couple of their songs, but I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Right.
And then other people say, "Oh, I'm such a fan," and they only can name one song.
Like, I really
they ever
like
did.
Tool, but I don't like Perfect Circle.
Usually I'd come back and ask what did I miss, but I think I know what I missed. So.
So much.
I just
Oh wow, this is good shit.
You're back in the elevator.
Yeah,
Now
Never
that I
knew.
have alcohol in my hand, this is
There you go.
Yeah.
It fixes everything.
Welcome back
I
to
did
the
15
elevator.
shots of tequila.
You don't
I
need that. You
love
don't need that
Huey
goddamn
Lewis.
book. Just have a beer.
This is day
Fine.
3 of being stuck in the elevator.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
this is for Huey Lewis. I hate you. Don't leave me.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, and it's that goddamn electric guitar. There's no character to it whatsoever. It's just like
It could be a synthesized guitar. Like
guitar,
it could
right?
it's just.
It could. I don't think it is, but the way they produced it, it's so generic.
Feels
So
like
benign.
it's a band at the fair.
Yeah.
Fair bands.
That's the fair band guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Hey,
there's
but-
no edge to that guitar. There's no danger in these people.
But the best concert I've ever seen was Culture Club at the fair. So
Hey, that was a great concert.
that was the worst high five of all.
I'm sorry. We'll do it again.
I'm afraid of your
Fair.
pinky.
Well,
Your deformed
my
pinky.
pinky, your thumb. I mean, come on.
Our weird,
You kind of have it too.
It's genetic.
Oh my god! I thought I just broke them.
No, I broke both of them, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I did that.
Wait,
Okay.
how did you both break your pinkies?
I did it by doing this.
What? Are you sure it's not genetic?
Baseball and softball.
No, I literally was just doing this as a nervous habit, and I broke them. And when I broke the one, I went, "Oh,
You
I guess
broke your own finger?
Kinda. I mean, it's double jointed. It's not broken.
I was catching a fly ball and I had put my hand in there too early.
Okay, well at least you have an excuse. She just
He has
broke
a
her
good
own
excuse.
thumb.
I'm just a nervous Nelly, and
And her
I
own
always
pinky.
have been. I've been trying to explain that to these guys all day.
That
I'm more interested in the earwax in this.
Oh yeah, I was like
Huey Lewis.
yeah, like sports
Oh, you know
finger
what?
injuries.
In the-
I took
In the
a
bottom of
soccer
this,
ball to
there's
I made it up.
Yeah, but seriously, there's ear covering things in here.
Blame her. She's the one that got those for you.
All right, skipping this.
Oh boy,
Here's Forest for the Trees.
you're actually skipping
Four?
songs. You know that's not allowed.
Why is it called Fore? We haven't heard golf
could have given them
references.
these.
Have we had?
Well, trees. There's trees on the golf course.
Do you say that when you're cutting down a tree?
Oh yeah,
Timber.
forest for the tree.
Timber?
Timber. Yeah. it's probably
Four.
timber.
Yeah, after you
Maybe I
hack
should
down
have
a
named the
tree,
album
you go
Timber.
four.
That's where it goes, right?
I was just excited because we were just talking about that.
So when
Where's the fucking
when
ear
Googling
things that I
like
bought?
Huey Lewis in the news, you also get other people that says suggested, other ways of killing yourself slowly.
Is Carole King on that list?
No, but you turn on your oven and sit in a chair.
Oh, I am. You gotta listen. I'm gonna put
Oh, this
Carole
is-
King on your phone, and you gotta listen to that whole damn album on the flight home.
Yeah, I'm giving this the award for
Because they'll keep you from killing yourself on the plane. They
This
won't
is-
allow that.
This is hands down the most benign album we've done.
Are we listening to the same song? This is
This is a new song. What's this one called?
Forest for the Trees.
Oh God, I thought
It's
you
a
were just saying
37-minute
that.
song.
Oh wait,
Thank God this is going to be 8 out of 10.
Sorry.
Train coming through.
Obvious.
filler bell.
Obviously,
This song is filler for the album.
Oh.
obviously the
fleshing
first
it
4
out.
songs were the only ones that
They
were
picked
meant
it up
to be
off the
listened
editing floor and went, no, we need more songs on this
The
album.
drummer probably wrote this one.
Like, if Huey Lewis is
You can
here right
check.
now, I would just ask him, what inspires a person to make music like this?
This is Four in the trees.
What's your
Doesn't make any
inspiration?
sense.
Dust?
Because you're not making art.
What does that mean?
You're not
Forest
making
for
good
the
party
trees.
music. You're not getting pussy.
Wait a minute.
Well-
I beg to differ. I
They
think
were
he was
getting
getting a lot of
50s.
pussy.
Like
50
50-year-old
doo-wop
bar
pussy
lady
from-
pussy.
Yeah, I mean, it
Square.
wasn't me. It was like people our parents' age. But women our parents' age, I assume.
I guess it depends on what vagina you're talking about.
So it was
Washed up
double
insurance claim
when Huey
adjusters.
Lewis took a whiz and
He
shortcuts.
had the corner on
Does
that
anyone know
market.
whether that was really Huey letting loose that long golden stream of piss and shortcuts in
Damn,
the
we almost
frontal
fell
nude
asleep.
scene? Answer is no. It wasn't Huey. It was a guy named Dean Mason.
Yeah.
Damn you, Dean Mason.
Who the hell's Dean Mason?
That just
Dean
ruined his
Mason.
fantasy.
Dean Mason.
Yeah, this song is
You actually
really not up
looked
to
that
snuff.
up? You Googled Huey's dog?
Ow, I just broke. I felt
I
it.
googled.
That's why I love this
Huey Lewis
podcast. I can always feel the precise moment when something in my brain just goes,
Wasn't him.
ow.
Brain hurt.
Thoughts on Huey Lewis's Wang?
Yes, read all the dirty internet
You are
rumors
really
about
too obsessed
Huey
about his
Lewis.
wang.
I don't know if we've ever had this much Wang talk.
Does have a little wang.
It's got a bit of a wang.
Okay, we.
All right, I'm skipping the 10
We're watching
seconds of
that
fade
tomorrow,
out.
right?
Here's
Somehow?
naturally.
Duets. Shortcuts. Shadow of Doubt.
Oh, good. More doo-wop.
Naturally.
Barbershop.
.com for
Shit.
murder. Back in time.
Movies in which characters urinate on screen.
Well, we're good. The good news is we're going to make our
You're gonna get a lot of those
8:15
in
deadline.
porn.
Good God, where is he? I heard that.
It's a golden shower channel.
What are you looking at? Oh no, we're gonna have to cut that out. Sorry. I've been doing pretty good about not swearing on the podcast. It just creates
Huey
work for
Lewis's
Brett.
size meat?
Why?
Why is it? I don't know why he's looking that up.
I'm trying to find
I was looking at
I've never met a man or
Whoa,
woman
whoa.
so obsessed with Huey Lewis's dong.
Oh, I hate doo-wop so much.
I should make you watch my father's DVD.
I believe my brother is obsessed with every
I'm
dog.
done. Alright, everyone give your rating.
Is this the last one? There's a whole other song. No rating yet.
2?
That broke me really quick.
Rating. I thought you said a reading.
No, rating.
Huey whips out his
Give your
schlong.
rating.
That's why I said.
Your reading of
Why the
Seance
seance?
in the lake.
I mean, if you want to have a seance, we're in. We have a hard out at 8:15, but that's 45 minutes from now.
Lewis says he had a tube running up his pants leg and that it wasn't really his urine.
It probably wasn't actually his dong either.
More non sequiturs, please.
Yeah.
That's
In
true.
whatever movie this is that I've never seen.
Well, remember that
Shortcuts.
one when Dirk Diggler, the movie you just saw for the first
Right, I
time?
finally saw it.
What?
And he's standing there with his dick.
Like the last 2 seconds.
It's
I had
not-
to make him rewind because I missed it because I was so like out of the movie already.
Because they used like a porn
Wasn't Tim
fake
Robbins
penis or
standing
something.
there?
And so I end up sitting there on the screen
Prosthetic dog.
going,
Chris Penn was
I
in
can't tell. I can't tell where.
Where's the glue? Where's the Italian?
Yeah. What's going on?
You only got a 2 out of what? You were more
It's like supposed to be the 80s. There's so much goddamn hair.
Alright, well, according to this album, there's
Come
only
on.
two other people in the news. Like, who's this jackass and this jackass? They both look like Andy Summers from The Police.
Well,
This doo-wop
Are you
song
on
has
Mr.
no
Skin?
words,
Is that
but
one?
it's also a cappella. I don't know how that works.
It also has no melody either.
Yeah, this is the worst doo-wop ever.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in it.
What?
Oh, God.
10
Wow.
stars.
I can't even ring the filler bell on this. I think they put this on here because they liked it,
Ne-
but it's crap.
Next time I say an album is just benign, it's like, oh, this is whatever. Slap me, because I know it's
This
going to end
is
up as a
very
train
benign.
wreck at
Because
the
as
end.
opposed to benign, it's actually
Matthew
aggressively
Modine's in
hard
it?
on
Because
you.
it's sneaking up on
Jennifer
you,
Dennis.
so it can shove
Jennifer
dentist
she's a
drills
sex
into your
bomb
ear
operator.
hole.
Working
All right,
at
we
home
made it.
with
We
her
made it.
kids
It's the
there.
final song. What's this called? I can't see
She
that.
works in
Simple,
Robert Downey Jr.
That.
simple as theft? Is that what that says?
BDJ.
That's not a thing. Oh God,
Yeah.
it's a ballad.
What a way to finish an album.
Simple
Yeah.
as
You know what?
that. Okay.
Is it
This-
finished?
Is there a really short,
Tom
like,
Waits is in it too.
like
Tom
Great.
Waits.
80s
And
hair
Jack
band
Lemmon.
rock album? I'm giving this a 2 out of 10.
Crazy with the Heat. It's only 4
That's what I
songs.
gave it a 2. That was my
I give this a 6 out of 55.
No seance.
Who's
needed.
Jonathan Cain? Is he crazy with the
Where's
heat?
Matthew Modine.
Yes.
All right, Ben, you're up. What's your...
A 2.
Out
2
of-
out of 10. It's pretty terrible. There's one good song on there.
Yeah.
And you don't need to hear it.
This
bunch of
album
times.
definitely bogeyed.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's no
The
clapping in
deep
this album.
cuts.
It's all snaps.
So what's the rating? A 10 meaning I enjoyed it, or a
No,
10
you get to make up
compared
your own
other-
scale.
So you
Whatever
can create
you
your
want,
own
doesn't
scale.
matter.
Yeah.
1 out of
Compared to
100.
Huey Lewis
You could get a-
albums?
It could be how many Ewoks
To
out of
anything.
a Darth Vader.
Give a negative 1,000 if you want.
The dog doesn't like it.
Just give it a 0 and move on.
That's funny. Yeah.
Out of 10 Eazy-E albums, how many
Is it a
Eazy-E's
double
is this?
eagle, bogey, double bogey?
Yeah,
Hole
the
in
song
one.
really sucks.
Next, you lose.
All right.
Jason.
It's terrible.
I'm going to give it one big, hairy, dirty, big toe.
Oh,
All right.
thank God.
That's
It's
a thing.
I'm right here.
I'm gonna get
That's a unit of measurement, right?
give it an
How many big
O.
toes is it?
Big fudge. Oh, sorry.
I
about
enjoy
that.
Goodwill Humping more
What's
than
the
that.
next shortest Van Halen album that we haven't done?
We didn't do Crazy from the
5150?
Heat. That's four
Crazy with
four
the Heat?
songs.
We've already done 5150.
Okay.
Crazy
with
from the Heat. David Lee Roth.
I looked it up. It's not. Nothing's coming up.
Ain't
David-
talking about love.
David Lee Roth. Crazy from the Heat.
Oh,
There it is.
The first time I typed it in, it went.
I think
How's
maybe
that?
your typo. You had a typo.
Yeah. So you think you can type?
To the extreme.
It's still not coming up.
What do you mean? That's it. There's only like 5 songs.
Oh,
1984.
EPs.
I have it. I
Palette
can play it on an album. I have an album.
Oh, I didn't know this wasn't a full album.
No, it's just an E EP.
All right, this will be our first EP. I'm changing my vote to this album to a 1 because it's technically music that's sort of competent, but it's also hot fucking garbage, and I want you to die, Huey Lewis. Next, here's our first
Are you
EP.
watching porn during our podcast?
Talking to clients.
Here's our first
What are you
EP
wearing?
that we. Well,
What is
Oh.
this?
Oh, this is so much better.
David Lee
It's Easy
Roth's
Street.
"Crazy from the Heat."
Which album?
Yeah,
Crazy from the Heat.
Yeah, he made this
It's an EP,
before
not
he
an album.
was out of Van Halen. He went and did this on his own as a
And
we're
fun
doing
little
David Lee
side
Roth.
project.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Eddie
Crazy
Van
from
Halen
the
got
Heat?
so
Yeah.
mad
Yes.
that they fired him.
You can see him in the ocean on the video.
Obviously, I'm the only one that cares. But
At the album cover.
I'm saying this to the microphone, but yeah, just we're trying to see like what we're closer to doing all of the Police's catalog or Van Halen,
Jesus, this song's
Genesis
terrible.
the Police, or
Is he supposed to be like he's from New Orleans or
Or just-
something?
have you never
Supposed to
heard
be
Van
jazzy.
Halen before?
This is DLR. This is David Lee Roth.
I know, but he loves the skibbity bop bullshit.
The skibbity bop.
Yeah, but the next 2 songs are nothing like this.
No?
Yeah, it is just a gigolo. I ain't got
Just
no.
a gigolo.
Yeah, they're both like
Give him
callbacks to the like American classics, American
facts is
standards.
facts.
Well, California Girls. I mean, it
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like
not an
it's-
American standard, but it's the Beach Boys.
It's 11 years
Call
ago.
back to the Beach Boys.
These are all covers.
Easy Street is.
I'm a leader.
Oh yeah, it's one of those standards like Sinatra would do.
Van
Right? Am I
Halen,
making this up?
1972.
This is a cover of like something Sinatra would
Yeah,
have
they're
done.
all covers.
Yeah, they're all covers.
Whoa,
Like
really?
Dean Martin, Sinatra,
The
they would have done
brothers
this
been
one.
playing together. Are they counting like?
But they
do
wouldn't
not
have done
care.
it with
They
a
don't
saxophone. This isn't all that different from the Eat 'Em and Smile album. He had Tobacco Road and like
was
like
his-
3 other songs that were like in this same vein.
This was his practice
Yeah,
on the
Ladies'
direction
Night in
thing.
Buffalo.
But I guess we should take this as since it's short, just to do an update for our general Halen verse go through. I've already said it on air. You've already he's converted me from the. He's converted me to the Roth side. I admit, I used to be an asshole and liked Van Hagar better.
Ooh.
Because yesterday I was listening to Women and Children First again. I'm like, it's so good.
It's fun.
So good.
It's just fun. You should take it for what it is. I think.
I mean, I still don't like David Lee
He
Roth
knows where his bread is buttered.
personally. He seems like a jackass.
What you doing tonight?
There's a movie called Crazy from the Heat.
Was David Lee
There's a
Roth
book
in
too.
it?
A film budgeted.
Well, I don't know about that.
Folded.
CBS.
We used to have his book. Crazy from the
Briefly
Heat.
Well,
reunited
that
in
song was
1996.
bad, but it was still better than the entirety of that Huey Lewis album.
And then they broke up like immediately.
Fun fact: David Lee Roth was actually the one that wrote The Shining.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
He loves his skibbity bops.
Oh, wait, I turned into mom for a second there. Oh, it went away. It's fine.
Scoot up, scoot up.
I'm giving this an A+.
It's romance.
Falling off or just down?
There will come a day when youth will pass away. Skidoo.
What is it about me?
Damn it, we just went back a year.
Well, since we're listening to David Lee Roth again, can I tell my David Lee Roth story that has nothing to do with me?
Life goes on.
We went and saw him for Eat 'em and Smile tour, and
Everywhere I go.
we were walking down Main Street in Peoria afterwards, and this giant limo pulls up to my two friends in front of us.
And a giant penis came out.
And the window goes down, and they're talking to this person for a minute, and then we don't think anything of it because there's always limos in Peoria for like whatever. People just rent them for dates or whatever. By the time we caught up to them, they're like, David Lee Roth just asked us where Party Row is in Bradley. Like, well, why did you let him drive off? Keith and
Let
Aaron.
me show you.
Shout out to Keith Goodwin and Aaron Cox.
And the limo window was down this far, and it was just like hot tub water and cocaine dust.
Sopranos?
No, they said
Coming out the top
he
of
wasn't
the
dressed much different than he was on stage, and there was so many women in there. You know what women like? Men that are assured of themselves.
He was a man who was born to wear
Self-confidence
white
is
gloves.
everything.
And white pants.
White
Boasty,
gloves
boasty,
and
bop.
white pants.
Oh, wait, no. He was born to wear assless pants, as I recall.
Man, when this album came out, I wanted to be him so bad. Body.
Well,
Body.
I used to like Louis Prima.
Oh, that's a good version too. What are you talking about? Covers don't have to suck.
Wait, you have Metallica albums?
Sure.
A couple.
Back in Black.
Load, my
Master
favorite.
of Puppets.
Ironically, Master of Puppets is my favorite album, and I don't have that one.
This album was produced at the time just louder than the Huey Lewis we were just listening to.
Oh.
Like, you just turned it down because I couldn't really hear you.
Yeah.
But we had it on full
Nobody
fucking
really wants to
volume.
hear
on
me anyway.
That's why I have to listen.
That was full volume.
That's why you have to actually listen to the show. You don't.
I listen to the
you don't
show
get a, you don't get a
sometimes.
pass just because you're on it.
That reminds me.
I have listened to many of the shows, but not all of
Ziggy,
them.
you get to hear all this again.
Oh dear, don't hit your
I
head.
said that and he spammed his head on the
I don't want it.
Did I say a magic word? What happened?
I told him he had to listen to the podcast and he smashed his head on the coffee table.
Song's still on?
Nobody.
Well, you just don't like anything.
All this podcast has taught me is that I don't.
He was supposed to pick an album.
I kind of hate
well, yeah,
music.
but we need an album that sucks, and we're listening to 2 albums that suck.
Yeah,
You don't usually put in earbuds and listen to albums that suck.
I like this.
He's allowed to be broken.
Okay, yeah. Oh, right. We found the moment that Brian broke.
We broke the Brian.
California kids. I'm sorry.
Chewy Lewis in the news.
I'm walking down the beach in my unitard.
Hey Chris, I feel a new series for
Okay.
Showtime coming on. The Bride.
Okay.
Right.
This is just
Oh,
a
this
Beach
is
Boys
the
song.
yeah. This is
Pretty
the
much.
California Girls.
This is just Beach Boys.
Who wants some
I
cocaine
really-
dust?
I really don't know.
Video is just him on the
I-
pier.
Can't think
girls
of
in bikinis.
Hanging out with
Walking
yeah.
every
It's
version of California Girls is. Whoops, sorry.
Speaking
Just
of
funny to me.
Baywatch. Alright, last song of this EP.
Woo!
Coconut Grove.
Saturday night.
They kept pouring it on our pictures. They were awful.
I'm giving this podcast a
You could be an
C-.
you could be an actual celebrity, and I still wouldn't give a shit because I'm here with these two dudes.
Having fun.
Michael-
Go away. Thirsty much?
Oh my God.
Seriously, what is this song?
I don't know.
Coconut Grove.
Counting.
It's gentle E piano, and he's.
Oh, at least now I can hear
And
it.
now I'm deaf.
All right, I'm giving this EP. It made me mildly nauseous from the heat, so
1 out of 4.
let's give it a 2 again. I'm giving it
25%.
a 2. A 2 out of 3. 2 out of 4. I'll give it 50%.
Wow.
Giving it.
You liked both those songs? California Girls and... No?
As long as it's short, I don't care what I'm listening to.
I gave it a 5 out of 4.
Because DLR, baby.
Wow.
What's that in math?
The man loves
Like,
David Lee Roth.
I'm math illiterate. What's that when it's
Well,
like
It's
a...
1.25.
So, yeah, you're the first...
It's 125%, baby.
4 out of 5?
5 out of 4.
Oh, he said 5 out of 4.
I had a shitty childhood and David Lee Roth made it a little bit better. That's all I can say.
You liked it 120%.
Skibbity bop.
Alcohol.
Boozity bop, titty bop.
Alcoholism that he did in 2007, his daughter recorded him.
I hope the
Chewing on a
Catholic
hamburger.
Church canonizes him when he's dead. Like,
No,
say-
I don't feel like we
He's
need to
Jewish.
listen to the rest
I
of
don't
this
think
last
they're
song,
gonna-
though,
he's
because
getting
Coconut Grove can
canonized.
suck it.
What's the Jewish version of that?
What was that movie?
He's my
where Craig
favorite
could
Jew.
suck it? What was that movie?
Oh.
Well, not now. He's kind of
It was
annoying
some
now.
horror flick.
But
Well, he's got to
Wow, this is
witness
petering
two
the
miracles to
out.
be canonized as a saint. Is David Lee Roth
Hell yes!
observed two miracles?
He's
Okay,
Jewish, so
I survived
maybe
those
Well, he
not.
was
Right.
in Van Halen, so there's
Right.
1.
I've survived
Okay.
this.
And he's David Lee Roth, so there's 2.
I don't think
give
the Catholics are going to have much to do with him being Jewish.
I don't give a shit about Van Halen, David Lee Roth.
Dude, you cannot say that in this house.
That's what I keep trying to figure out. What the hell do you like?
Just for
You have the
that?
Van Halen albums.
Give me
I do.
Yeah.
I like
Is there a
Jump.
band called the Screaming
What's your
Banshees?
favorite song? We'll listen to it. Ready? What's your favorite song
All
ever?
right, give us something.
We'll listen to it
Van
without
Halen's
Giant-
just too. They're too big. They're too arena. I'm not an arena
Their
band.
wieners
guy.
are
Alright.
too large.
Social-
Give us
Name a song.
Yeah, we got a social story.
Story
The
of my
arenas
life.
I've been to is my wife and Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles.
Super Diamond.
All right, your
UB40.
favorite song is "Everywhere" by Fleetwood Mac. There you go.
I want to be in your underwear.
Do you need to call Jenny right now and get her on the podcast so she can talk to
I
us
just
about
don't give a shit about David Lee Roth. I could care less.
Here's your favorite song, according to me.
Yes. Now see, this would help get me laid. That's important. Seen him. I've seen Fleetwood Mac 4 or 5 times.
Good lady.
Wow, you are really good at picking the worst. Like Fleetwood
Jesus,
Mac.
you got laid to this? Jenny. Jenny,
At some point, I'm sure the radio was on. But
Thank you for listening, Nancy and John,
Adios.
I like Jump when I was
Hayden and
13.
Carson and Lila and
I want to please don't
Charlotte.
say
And
They
Donner and
should-
Blixen.
they should all be listening.
Is this one of those
the
tangents?
only guy that honestly paid for his Columbia house.
Faces. God, they were such douchebags.